Hey friends! I should wait to record this because the air fryer is going right now and it's making a ton of noise, but I just went outside for something completely unrelated and saw that this had arrived. It was on the floor. I ordered it yesterday and I have been checking the tracking all day because as far as the tracking was concerned, it hadn't even shipped yet, but it's here. In case you couldn't tell by the title of the video, I ordered a sneak peek early gender test, and this is very, very exciting. Apparently, this test will let you know if you're having a girl or a boy as early as 6 weeks pregnant. Today, I am 6 weeks, 6 days. I'll actually be 7 weeks tomorrow. So I think that means that I am pretty much good to go. The thing about this test, so there's a lot of different variations to it. First off, you have to choose if you want to do a Lancet test or a Snap test. The Lancet, to my understanding, because that's not the one I chose, is kind of like the little things that you use. If you're not familiar with the thing, I don't know what to tell you. I'll find a picture of one that I'm thinking of and I'll put it up on the screen now. But basically, if you've ever had to check your blood sugar because of diabetes or anything related to that, then you might be familiar with what a Lancet is. That, based on the reviews, would have been more painful and would have taken much longer because apparently you need like 40 drops of blood for this test to work. The other option you have is something called the Snap, which is what I chose, and it's something to do with your arm. Like, I think it's like, I honestly don't know, we'll find out together. But supposedly that was the least painful and far easier option. It is of course more expensive because of all that. So you got to keep all that in mind. And then another option you have is to either fast track it or not. If you don't fast track it, then you submit your sample, they process it when they process it, they get it back to you when they do, whenever that is, and it could take like up to a week between one thing and the other. If you fast track it, they will give you your results the same day that they receive it. And they give you a shipping label for a priority overnight shipment. So basically, if I understand this correctly, I could do my test today, pack it up, ship it out, and have results as early as tomorrow. Maybe I'm misunderstanding that. It is also, like it says, returns Monday through Friday, priority overnight. Today is Thursday, so I'm assuming that means that if I ship it out tonight, then we should be good. I don't know if I ship it out tomorrow, if we'll still be good, or if I'll have to wait until Monday then for my result. I'm gonna open the box now and see what all it says. So here's something else that they're very, very clear about. I'm gonna wash my hands actually before I do anything else, but first let me show you what the box looks like and what it says. So there's no envelope for you to ship the box back because you're just meant to ship the actual box. It says females only. Sample collection components have been sterilized. Avoid male contact with contents within this kit. They warn you online, do not let your husband or any of his stuff near the box. Do not let your sons near the box. Do not even allow male pets near the box, because the way that this works is that it measures hormone levels in your blood. And the way that it determines what you're having is based on the presence or absence of male hormone. Because if I were to run this now and they don't find male hormone in my blood, or at least to the level where a male child would be indicated, then that absence of maleness would tell me what you're growing is a female. But if any male DNA gets into my sample by mistake, then it could give me a false male reading. By that same token, they tell you over and over again, make sure you're at least 6 weeks before you do this, because if you do it any earlier than that, perhaps you're carrying a male, but they've not yet started secreting that hormone yet to a level that is detectable by the test, and so you might get a false female reading when actually you are in fact growing a male and you just didn't develop enough hormone at that point to detect it. So, have to wash my hands, I have to disinfect everything. This already comes sanitized. before I even open the kit. It says also to drink 1 cup of water before opening the kit. I'm assuming that that's to help get the blood flow going. Activate kit online, collect sample and mail to lab, get gender results. Our patented sneak peek snap device adheres to your arm like a bandage and collects blood using micro needles thinner than an eyelash, so it's easy with virtually no pain. That does not sound painless, but in case you were wondering what that's going to look like, that's it right there. Accuracy guaranteed or your money back. I like that very, very much. So, I did in fact opt for the fast track option. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but before I do anything else, I'm going to scoot over anything that I don't need off of this table, and I'm going to wipe the table down. Then I'm going to open the box, and then well, I guess I'll open the box first. No, wipe the table down, wash my hands, open the box, drink my water. Maybe I'll drink the water first. Hold, please. Okay, water drunk, table wiped down, hands washed, box giving me a hard time, but open. Whew, I'm excited. You'd think I was going to get instant results or something. Not quite. Close, but not quite. Opening the box. Okay. Prior to taking your sample, activate the kit using the unique barcode below. Okay, so then I guess actually I should do this first, and then maybe I'll wash my hands again. I'm really trying to get through this fast because I don't want kiddos on the other side of the house right now, and I want to take advantage of this fact so that we don't accidentally get his DNA intermingled here. So let me hurry up and activate this first. Okay, this is wild. They actually send you a video after you've activated your situation, and they're explaining everything that comes in the kit. So they've asked me to take out the exfoliating brush, the alcohol pad, and this warming, like, squishy pad. There's a metal chip or disc or something inside that once I snap it, the whole thing will cloud up and start to get warm. But first, I have to wash my hands and air dry them, because apparently even using paper towel to dry them could contaminate the sample, and I don't want that. So I'm going to wash my hands again with warm soapy water. Let them air dry. Then I'm meant to get soap, put the soap on the exfoliating brush, and scrub a part of my arm, my non-dominant arm, for 30 seconds. Rinse that and let that completely air dry. So they're not joking when they say that they want this clean. So I'm gonna do all of that, and I'll meet y'all back here in just a moment. I am not even gonna turn the camera off. I'll just cut all of this extra out in post, because I don't want to be washing my hands and then potentially coming back and contaminating the sample by touching the camera button. So excuse me. I better hope my kiddo is entertained for a good long while on his own out there, because I am apparently meant to let this air dry, which it's still completely thoroughly wet. And after that, this guy, well, let me go ahead and snap him now. Snap. Oh, there it goes, starting to cloud up. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. See, so it's getting good and warm now. But once it gets warm, I am meant to put that over the spot I washed on my arm for 4 entire minutes. So I guess we're trying to get the blood pumping and whatnot. After that, I'm meant to scrub that area with the alcohol pad, and then wait an extra 30 seconds for that to dry down, so that I can, I guess, open this guy, which is the actual blood sample collector thingamajig, and move on from there. This is taking so long to air dry. Every part of me wants to just hurry up and dab it with something, but we're going through these lengths to keep it from getting contaminated, so I really don't want to mess it up now. I got one of those sneak peek blood tests so we could find out if we're having a girl or a boy.
How accurate is that really?
99% accurate with a money back guarantee if it's wrong.
Is early to detect that?
Yep, actually I could have detected it a week ago. I had no idea. It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Kiddo is at the threshold of the room I'm in. He's about 15, 20 feet away from me, and I keep asking him to stay over there. So the alcohol swab has happened. the 4 minutes of heat have happened. You can see the big red splotch on my arm. Stay over there, please. Just for a little bit longer. I'm sorry. And once that dries down for 30 seconds, the next thing is to do the actual test. So here is the thingamajig. They want me to peel it open, apply it to my arm with the collection tube facing down. Apparently there's an adhesive, which is why they want you to use the alcohol pad to make sure that you are able to adhese yourself to it. And okay, so I'm gonna open this thing. This is what it looks like. We're gonna peel this off because this is the bit. Okay. Taking off the bit that's adhesive. Okay. This part is meant to go down towards my elbow. Just like that. The adhesive has adhesed. And then once the snap is placed, remove it.
And firmly press the blue plunger straight in until you hear a click and the plunger is all the way down.
Okay, here we go.
Release the plunger immediately. The suction generated as the plunger releases is what draws your blood.
Nothing has happened. Oh, there goes the blood. Okay, wow, that was so painless that I genuinely didn't think it worked. Okay, that's very cool. So it's taking enough blood now for the test. Okay, chill for a minute, video. So I'm peeling this off. If you're squeamish about blood, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna close that. So let's take the blood off my arm with the gauze. Apply the bandage. I actually got too much blood. I can't get this band-aid open, which is really annoying. That's like the one difficult thing I've had to deal with this whole time, is that I can't get the frickin' band-aid open.
Turn it upside down.
Cap this tightly on. Upside down. Tap, tap, tap to break up blood clots. Okay.
Repeat the process until blood coats the tube.
Blood has definitely coated the tube. So that goes in there. Apparently I used the wrong gauze to clean my arm, but that's fine because we'll just put this gauze in here now. Just like that. Okay, nice and coated, nice and sealed. This is shut. And now the next thing is to put this in the box. Is that it? That's literally it. So now we're going to take the adhesive strip off the box, close the box up, seal it tight, and it's ready. Okay, Papi, you can come in. They want me to take my label that it came with, put it on the box, and they tell you to make sure to take a picture of your label so that you have your shipping information and you can track it. That's wild. So apparently now the thing to do is I got a FedEx label sent to me, so I have to find a FedEx location to drop this off at. They recommend not doing an outdoor drop box because then it's going to be sitting in the heat, etc., which makes perfect sense. But it's overnight shipping. They should have it tomorrow. They will let me know that they've received it, and by 7 p.m. I'll have my result. That's really intense. That's really, really crazy to consider that 24 hours from now I might know what this little baby is. So, wow. So yeah, I guess let me call FedEx and figure out where the heck I need to take this now. Friends, it's a few days later and we've been able to process everything. I'm coming back now to give you guys the update because I know you didn't think I was going to leave this video just like that without telling you what we're having, right? So I did the blood draw Thursday afternoon, shipped it out Thursday evening. It arrived Friday morning at like 10:30 California time, so let's say like 1:30 in the afternoon here. I got an email at about 4 p.m. saying, hey, we've got your sample, we're processing it now. You're gonna have your result in your inbox by midnight tonight, your time. So when I tell you that I checked my email every 5 minutes for hours and hours and hours, I am not joking, I am not exaggerating. I literally was checking my email constantly. It was getting in the way of me doing other things because I was just so hyper-focused on checking my email. The good news is that it got to be about 8 p.m. before the email finally came in. So hubby was home because I was worried that we would get the result before he was here, and I was gonna have to like FaceTime him or something to get the result. So I'm happy that we were able to be here present together to get the result. But the email literally says in the subject line, we have your result. It's so you have to open the email, right? Obviously. And as soon as I saw that, I went, oh my god, we have the result. I promise I didn't look. Didn't matter if I'd opened it, because when you open it, it's a link to a video. And so you click this video and it's like 30 seconds long. There's so much build up. There's a countdown, etc. And then finally it says 3, 2, 1, congratulations, you're having a baby girl. We're having a girl! I'm so excited. I was so anxious. As soon as I clicked the link to open the video, I could feel my heart beating so hard, because when I had my son 13 years ago, speaking of, he just turned on the light for me. When I had my son 13 years ago, it's not necessarily that I wanted a son or wanted a daughter. My kiddo was a complete surprise, and I think I was just in a state of shock for most of the pregnancy that I was pregnant at all. So I wasn't like hoping for or aiming for one thing or another, but I just knew inside me, I knew with everything in my being that I was carrying a boy. And so if they had told me any different, it's like, how do I ever trust any instinct, any thought I ever have in life again when I know this to be true, and yet it's not true. So I was so relieved when they told me that he was a boy all those years ago, because I knew he was a boy. So how could he not be? And that's exactly what I'd felt this whole time about this pregnancy. It's like, I know this is a girl. But also this time around, I'm not gonna lie, I was really, really hoping for a girl. So I didn't know how much of my leaning was the desire I had for a girl, or just that instinct of, I know this is a girl, and if they tell me any different, then how do I ever trust anything I think ever again in my life? But regardless, when that pink poof of paint came up on that video and we saw baby girl, I don't remember the last time I felt that much joy. Like, I was so deeply, extremely happy when I saw that come up. Yeah, so I mean, it's 99% accurate, right? So baby girl it is. You're likelier to get a false boy than you are to get a false girl because of potential like cross-contamination. However, I did learn that the snap device I used, not only is it easier to collect the blood that way, but apparently it's like almost impossible to get cross-contamination with that. I guess with the lancet, it's like a fingertip thing. You're likelier to pick stuff up around your environment because it's like a more of an open thing, whereas this literally like secures to you and takes the blood. So it is the pricier option, but if you're gonna do it, I definitely suggest doing the snap device over the lancet, and I definitely suggest fast tracking it, because I was already so anxious having to wait about 24 hours when it came right down to it to find out our result. I can't imagine waiting like several days to a week. But yeah, that's our result, and I am thrilled. I'm so happy that we did this, and it helps to make this feel all that much more real. So now, gotta start picking names, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure that you subscribe for more updates. And thanks for being here. Bye.